Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Advice to think twice. My name is Monica. I'm doing your March tarotscopes. This will be for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As always, just keep in mind the readings are general, so only take what resonates with you. And be sure to watch all your signs to get all the messages that may pertain to you. Information about private readings, the link if you want to donate, and thank you, all that is in the description box below. I'm thinking of doing some sort of special in the month of March. I haven't decided. I'm filming this before the beginning of March, so I haven't quite decided. But I will let you know. Just keep your eye on the channel or my social media for when I post information about specials, right? Okay. And I'm not going to do very long videos for each sign, because I'll be doing multiple readings throughout the month, going through all the signs. Okay, so stay tuned for those readings as well. Cancer, what is going on for Cancer in the month of March 2021? Using the Universal Fantasy Tarot deck and clarifying with the Gregory Scott Tarot. Okay. Right. Ooh, Cancer. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Hangman, Eight of Swords, the Moon, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles, the Devil, Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. Okay, so with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, you might be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or with someone who's very, very detached, very calculated, likes things to be official, likes things to be in writing, needs proof for everything type energy, right? Let's see. So, your situation, we have the Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, this is some sort of an offer or opportunity presented to you. Now, I read the energies of the cards. If it makes sense to you in your love life, you take it as it makes sense. If it makes sense in your work situation or whatever, you take it as it makes sense to you. But there is some sort of an offer coming into the month, or a desire to move something forward, a desire for change and to move something forward. And the challenge, you have the Ace of Cups. The challenge is that you wish to move something forward or to heal something with someone from your past, with something that has already fallen apart. Alternatively, this is saying you want things to move forward, but you want the other person to offer it to you, right? In the Foundation, we have the Hangman. So the reason for everything, this might be Pisces energy, but there has been a standstill, there has been a blockage, a lack of communication, a lack of interaction, and a general feeling of feeling stuck, right? Just feeling stuck. So whoever this was, you haven't moved on from them. They haven't moved on from you, to be fair. In the past, we have the Eight of Swords. See, again, the energy of being stuck. And again, with the Eight of Swords, there hasn't been communication. You don't know what this person's up to. You might have been, trying to look at their social media, but they don't post that much, so you can't really get information. And you've been feeling stuck. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I should reach out, because you don't want to reach out and be rejected, right? That's what's on the mind, the Ten of Swords. You don't want to reach out and be rejected. What if this person's still upset or angry over how things ended? What if they don't even hear me out and they block me? What if they have completely moved on with their lives and they're happy, and here I go talking about how I've never gotten over them? Okay, so there's a fear of rejection, a fear of humiliation, I hear, or a fear of retaliation. You're thinking this person is very angry, still feeling hurt, potentially. In your near future, we do have the Moon. Now, the Moon is your energy, so you could be spending some time in contemplation, or again, this is trying to research, this is trying to get more information, but it's got an emotional component to it. So you might be talking to some people, friends or family or mutual acquaintances of this other person, trying to get more information. Is it to decide if it's a good time for you to reach out, or if you should reach out, if they would be open, okay, etc. This is also, I'm getting some sort of a psychic connection between the two of you. So when you think about them, they know. When they think about you, you know. And you might be having some very interesting dreams as well. In the position representing you, we have the Five of Wands. You're still working up the courage. You're working up the courage. What if this? What if that? Afraid of competition. Afraid of this person making you jump through hoops. In your environment coming in, we do have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is an energy that talks about mutual understanding, mutual respect, mutual help. So, in your environment coming in, you might reach out to this person through someone else. So, in other words, you're not actually making the offer. You're reaching out to this person through someone else. You know, saying something along the lines of, I've been thinking about them, you tell them that. You know, hopefully they'll contact me. In your hopes and fears, we have the Devil. So whatever relationship this was, whatever connection this was, it did turn toxic or codependent at some point, or it might have always been. There's a lot of attraction there. There's a lot of chemistry there. But there is codependency there as well. And the fear is that not enough time has passed for things to be different. And the hope might be for a passionate reconciliation. Now, in the outcome, we do have the Five of Swords, and I am going to clarify this because the Five of Swords can be the energy of someone who is bitter. But it can also be an energy that's forceful a little bit, right? Tell me, get back to me, let me know. So we're going to clarify and see what this is about. But you are going back and forth with yourself. Should I, shouldn't I? And it looks like you're taking the long way around. You're trying to reach your goal. You're trying to get your wish of someone else offering you something by you going through other people to get to that person. Does that make sense? But you view this person as someone who is very hurt still, or could be. You don't know because you haven't spoken to them in a really long time. You have no clue how they would react. But you're thinking, well, I think if they were okay, maybe they would have reached out to me by now. So let's see. What's going on for Cancer in March? So we have the Chariot with the Knight of Cups. Again, this is you. You want change. You want to move things forward. I'm seeing 444 here. You might be seeing 444. That's a symbol. That's a sign for you to go ahead, to take charge and go for it. And again, it's also your energy. It's the energy of Cancer, telling you that it's up to you. And if you want this to happen, I feel like this Five of Swords is saying, listen, if you go about it the wrong way, this person will put you in your place like no one's business. I don't get that they're closed off to you, but you have to go about it the right way. You have to own up, you have to grow up, or you have to just speak your truth. Be open, be honest, be vulnerable as well. Okay? So let's see. What is this challenge with the Ace of Cups? The Knight of Pentacles. This is where you have to do it properly, right? The Knight of Pentacles has a plan. The Knight of Pentacles keeps his promises. The Knight of Pentacles takes it one thing at a time, one step at a time, and he follows through. So the fear with this might be, what if I offer my Ace of Cups, then I can't keep my promise? What if? There's a lot of what ifs. And also a challenge is that you know this needs to be done properly. And you know it might take time and effort and work, right? And you just kind of you want to get on with it. So that might be something challenging as well. The Hangman in the Foundation. We have the Moon. So again, this is your energy. But it's, once again, a time of pause, contemplation, a lack of information, looking for information, trying to figure out what's going on. You have the Moon in here twice. There's a lot of emotion here. There's a lot of emotion. Someone might have been trying to run away from it with the King of Swords, trying to close it off. And it's just, they're bursting at the seams, pretty much, right? It's just burst into the surface right now. You can't hide from this anymore. You can't pretend you don't know anymore. You have to do something about it. And you have been, if you have been waiting for this person to reach out to you, if you have been waiting for them to take the lead, for them to take initiative, it's not been happening. And you're seeing that as, oh, they're still bitter, they're still hurt. That's not necessarily the case, right? It might be that they're doing the same. It might be that they're saying, well, if they were still thinking about me, they would have reached out, they would have said something. So if they haven't, maybe that means they're very happy. I don't want to ruin that. I don't want to butt in where it's not my place. Okay? Both of you are very respectful and very considerate of one another. Both of you care for each other very much. You're mirroring each other. So you might be dealing, I don't say this often, I don't think I've ever said it on this channel. You might be dealing with a twin flame, because I get this sense of you mirroring each other. And you keep waiting for the other person to do something, and they leave it up to you to do something, and so nothing happens, and that's why you have the Hangman and the Moon twice. Eight of Swords in the past, the Justice card. So there was a separation, there was a breakup. But listen, this is how I know that they're not bitter about it, or you for that matter, because this is what needed to happen with the Justice card, right? This is what needed to happen. The breakup needed to happen. The walking away, the separation, that needed to happen. Because again, it was turning toxic. And you had too much care and respect for one another to get to, be mean to one another and all of that, right? The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups. You both want this, you both are thinking about this, and you're both thinking that the other person is probably better off, or they've probably moved on, when actually you're both still thinking of each other and still want to be with each other. For some of you, I'll even go so far as to say, either you or the other person, I feel like it's you, you're thinking about ending some other relationship, or ending something that you've been involved in, but it's not making you happy, and it just made you think about this person from your past even more. The Moon and the Ten of Wands. I'm seeing this as someone wanting to come home after some time has passed. You want to go home. You want to go home, guys. And you view this person as your home. And it's a burden that you don't know how to reach them. And when in doubt, go direct. Do it properly. Take a chance. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Or they tell you they've moved on. What's the worst that can happen? At least you've made yourself vulnerable enough so that you can finally be unstuck. Whether you're with this person after this or you're not, you will not be stuck anymore. Right? The Five of Wands in the position representing you. The Seven of Wands. You're conflicted. You're very conflicted. I feel like you're also putting up a bit of a front. I got it all together. I'm not bothered by this, but it deeply bothers you with the Moon card twice, right? Six of Pentacles in your environment. Seven of Cups. In your environment, this could also be conversation. You have to go direct, guys. You have to go direct. If you risk and go through other people, like it's a bit of a game to you, or it might come across that way. Like, if you really wanted this, you would have talked to me directly. You wouldn't be playing games, like telling such and such to tell me, like we're in fifth grade. So this person will appreciate direct conversation. Hopes and fears with the Devil. Nine of Swords, you're so stressed out about this. Because again, you're afraid of going back into a cycle that it costs you a lot to end. And that could be financially, emotionally. And the outcome with the Five of Swords, what's that Five of Swords about? Seven of Pentacles. You might be dealing with someone telling you they need more time, and you see that as a rejection, which it is not, by the way. Yeah, see? They're telling you they need more time. They're telling you they're willing to heal this. But it needs to be slow Nice and easy wins the race. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. That's the sun, the moon, the rising. I feel like what they're going to say is, if we're going to do this, we need to do it properly. It may take time. Are you willing to do that? You might view that as a rejection. You might view that as this person is still bitter. They're not bitter. They're really not. They just want to do it properly. They want to make sure that it's healthy this time with the Four of Swords. But because you've been so anxious and pushed yourself to work up the nerve, you're already so vulnerable. You feel already so vulnerable. So unless they say exactly what you want to hear, you're taking it as a rejection. And it is not. So I want you to be careful with that, Cancer, okay? Because there's a lot of love between you and this person. No matter what happened in the past, no matter how toxic and codependent it got, there's a lot of love here. They haven't moved on. They haven't forgotten about you. And if they tell you they want to take it slow and do it properly, that's a good thing. You both want the same thing. Right? So, I'm going to leave it there. You got your heads up here. If you want to do this, you have to do it. You have to stop for waiting for the other person to do it. It has to be you taking the lead and taking charge. And you have to go direct to the source, right? Don't try to go through other people, or because it will potentially be seen as game playing, or you're not taking it seriously, or So take a deep breath, reach out, send the message, or go and have the conversation with the person. In person would be better if you can, because they can see that you mean it, right? And if they tell you that it's going to take time and you have to do it properly, that's a good thing. It's a yes. And this is how I think we should do it. That's what that is. It's not, If it's a no, trust me, you won't have any doubt that it's a no. Trust me. Okay? But I'm seeing they're willing, they're open, they want to do it right, which is the same thing you do, right? So I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Let me know what this is about for you. But you can restore something that brought you a lot of happiness, whether this is making up with someone, reconciling, making peace with someone, and restoring a relationship, whether it's with family or whatever. It can be done, but don't let pride get in the way. Devil card, don't let pride, don't let ego get in the way. You have to do it right, okay? And I don't care what happened between the two of you. Maybe you do feel like, oh, it does need to be them. They messed up. We're beyond that, Cancer. Or we should be beyond that. Because this is the energy with the Ace of Cups. This is, look, this is my heart. Take my heart. Do what you want with it, right? This is very vulnerable energy. This is open. This is honest. This is, I'm putting myself out there. And you will be well received. You just kind of have to hang in there, because they might not say exactly what you want to hear in the moment, but they're not saying no. Okay? Because again, they want the same thing you do, which is for it to be healthy this time and for it to be stable this time. So, I hope that helps. I'm going to leave it there. Remember to watch all your other signs. Give me some feedback. Tell me what this is about for you, okay? But I hope you have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.